All right. So you've probably been hearing a ton lately about, OpenAI just completely dominating the AI world.
Mm-hmm.
But get this, things just took a wild turn. And I mean like really fast.
Oh,
You remember DeepSeek?
huh. Not really.
Well, neither did anyone else really until like last week.
Okay.
And now suddenly they are like the name on everyone's lips. It's crazy.
Huh. Well, what's so fascinating to me is that they just kind of came out of nowhere
Right.
and just completely blindsided everyone, especially the big players, you
Yeah.
know? DeepSeek is essentially, it started as a passion project
Wow.
from an hedge fund, and they just dropped their R1 model.
Okay.
And let me tell you, it's not just impressive,
Yeah.
it's setting a whole new standard. It really is.
Okay, so let's break this down for a second.
Sure.
DeepSeek's R1 is like blowing everyone out of the water performance-wise.
Yeah.
We're talking about beating OpenAI's, top-tier model, the one that costs like $20,000.
Right.
And even Google's Gemini, like, isn't safe.
Exactly. And these aren't just any comparisons.
Right,
We're
yeah.
talking about key benchmarks that test a whole range of AI capabilities, things like natural language processing, complex problem solving, even creativity.
It's really incredible. And what's really got people talking, I think, is that R1 is excelling in areas where OpenAI was considered like the undisputed champion, like math,
Oh, yeah.
which is a huge deal.
Huge.
Because it opens up a whole new world of possibilities
Absolutely.
for things like scientific research, advanced financial modeling, all that stuff.
Yeah. What makes it even more incredible to me is that DeepSeek developed R1 for a fraction of the cost, under $10 million.
Really?
And they made it open source.
Wait, hold on. Open source, that's basically unheard of at this level.
Right. It's a total game changer. It's
Yeah.
like suddenly researchers, developers, heck, even like hobbyists have access to cutting edge AI technology. It's like DeepSeek is saying, look, we're not hoarding knowledge here. Let's all push the boundaries together.
That is a bold move.
Right.
Especially considering the way that, most tech giants operate these days.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the DeepSeek, they come from an hedge fund background,
Yeah.
which usually means prioritizing profit above all else.
Right.
But this feels different.
It certainly does.
It really does.
Your focus seems to be on like long-term social value
Yeah,
rather than just short-term gains.
totally.
And it's making everyone question like the traditional models, and it's sending shockwaves through the market.
Oh, you better believe it.
Oh, yeah.
Wall Street is practically losing its mind.
Yeah.
And NVIDIA's stock,
Oh, right.
which was soaring thanks to the whole AI boom, is taking a serious hit.
Wow.
Some are even predicting like a $1 trillion value wipeout.
That's insane.
It's crazy.
Really makes you wonder if this so-called like AI bubble
Right.
was as stable as everyone thought. DeepSeek's arrival has definitely exposed some vulnerabilities, that's for sure.
And, of course, the internet being the internet,
Yeah.
this whole situation has just spawned some hilarious memes.
Oh, I bet.
There's this one going around with an anime profile picture, just cheekily telling Sam Altman,
How's that?
OpenAI's CEO,
Yep.
to just release a better model.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
become a whole thing.
Oh, that's great.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
But it really shows how quickly public perception can shift,
It really does, yeah.
especially in the digital age.
Especially now. Yeah.
But it's not just online chatter.
Right.
R1 is making a real-world impact, too.
Oh, yeah.
It went viral almost overnight and
Yeah.
became the #1 app in America.
Really?
I mean, there's clearly a huge demand for accessible and powerful AI.
Well, yeah, makes sense.
So how is OpenAI reacting to all of this?
Yeah.
This sudden shift in power, I mean?
Yeah, what are they going to do?
They can't just sit back and watch their empire crumble, right? What's their game plan?
Well, they've made a couple of interesting moves. First, they've released a mini version of their model for free users.
Okay.
Which is, a smart tactic, I think, to try and hold on to users who might be tempted to switch over to DeepSeek's free and arguably better R1.
That makes sense. But it feels like a temporary fix, right?
Yeah,
They got to have something bigger up their sleeve.
right.
What else are they doing to, combat this DeepSeek takeover?
You're absolutely right. They've also introduced a brand new tool called Operator.
Okay.
Think of it as your personal AI assistant for the internet.
Okay, now we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
But what does that even mean?
So, is this AI browsing the web for me?
Yeah, exactly.
What is that?
Operator can interact with websites just like you would.
Oh, wow.
It can click buttons, fill out forms, navigate pages, all based on your instructions.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
You're telling me I can just tell this operator what I want, and it will do everything online for me?
Pretty much. Yeah.
That's wild.
Well,
That's crazy.
what?
It is. And it has huge implications.
Oh, yeah.
This could be the start of a major shift towards what's called API-driven interaction.
Okay.
Basically, instead of going to websites and clicking around, everything happens behind the scenes through these APIs,
Right.
these like little messengers that connect different applications.
Wow. So does this mean websites, as we know them, are going to become obsolete?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
what happens to user experience in web design?
Right,
Like,
right.
where does that all go?
That's a big question, and it's one
Oh,
we're only just beginning to explore.
that's fascinating.
But this is just the tip of the iceberg. Remember, DeepSeek's reach extends beyond just the AI world.
Right.
They're making waves in other areas, too.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
You're talking about Annuin 3D, right?
Yeah.
Their 3D modeling tool.
Right.
I keep seeing it pop up everywhere.
Yeah.
But is it really as revolutionary as people are saying?
It's definitely causing a stir, that's for sure,
Yeah.
especially in the 3D design community.
Because if it is, that means DeepSeek is disrupting not one, but TWO massive tech fields at the same time.
Well, what's got people so excited is that Annuin 3D can create incredibly detailed models
Okay.
and textures with a level of ease that's pretty much unheard of,
Really?
even surpassing like industry standards like Blender.
Wow.
Imagine what this could do for fields like architecture,
Yeah.
game design,
Oh, yeah.
even like medical imaging.
That's incredible.
It's pretty amazing.
It's mind-boggling when you think about it, especially because they achieved all of this with what seems like a tiny budget
I know.
compared to, like, the giants like Google and OpenAI.
Right, right.
It makes you wonder what they could accomplish if they had the same resources as those big players.
It really does. Their efficiency is truly remarkable.
Yeah.
It really challenges that assumption that you need like massive teams and mountains of cash to innovate at this level.
Yeah.
But what's even more interesting to me is the historical context here. Some experts are drawing parallels to the Sputnik moment.
Oh, interesting. You mean when the Soviet Union launched the first satellite back in 1957?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember learning about that in history class.
Yeah.
But how does that relate to DeepSeek?
Well, it's about the shockwaves that it sent through the U.S.
Okay.
It sparked this sense of urgency,
Right.
this need to catch up
Yeah.
and reclaim technological dominance.
Right, right.
And DeepSeek's achievements are being viewed in a similar light,
Okay.
especially in the West,
Interesting.
like a wake-up call,
Yeah.
signaling that the landscape of technological leadership is shifting.
So are we saying that China is now taking the lead in the AI race? I mean, DeepSeek is a Chinese company,
Right.
and their success is causing a lot of chatter, especially, here in the West.
Well, it's too early to declare a winner, I think.
Okay,
But
good.
DeepSeek's accomplishments definitely highlight China's growing influence in the AI field.
For sure.
It's a reminder that the playing field is becoming increasingly global, and we can't afford to underestimate any player.
What does this mean for countries like the U.S. then? Are we falling behind?
Well, it underscores the importance of continuous investment in research and development
Right.
and fostering an environment that encourages innovation and collaboration.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the U.S. has always been a leader in technology,
Mm-hmm.
but that doesn't guarantee future success.
Right.
It's about staying agile, adaptable,
Yeah.
and open to new approaches.
This whole situation feels like a giant game of chess where every move has global consequences.
It really does.
And the stakes are incredibly high. I mean,
Yep.
we're talking about the future of AI,
Right.
a technology that could revolutionize everything from healthcare to education to transportation.
Absolutely. And as AI continues to advance at this breakneck pace,
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what the future holds?
Right.
DeepSeek's arrival has certainly shaken things up and shown us that we're in for a wild ride.
Okay, but let's go back to DeepSeek's mission for a moment.
Okay.
They're not just driven by profit.
No.
They're committed to long-term social value.
Mm-hmm.
It's a perspective that feels, refreshingly different
It does.
in a world that so often prioritizes, like, short-term gains.
Exactly. It really is. And it raises some interesting questions about the future of AI development.
Like what?
I mean, could DeepSeek's approach influence how other companies,
Yeah.
even the big tech giants, think about innovation and impact?
Right.
Or is this just like a blip on the radar,
Right.
a temporary disruption before things go back to business as usual?
Yeah, it's hard to say for sure.
I think so.
But one thing is certain.
What's that?
This whole DeepSeek saga has thrown a major wrench into the works.
It really has.
They've disrupted the status quo, exposed vulnerabilities, and forced everyone to rethink their assumptions.
Mm-hmm.
So where does this all leave us?
Yeah, I mean,
If a side project can disrupt the entire AI landscape like this, what does that even tell us about, the pace of innovation?
right.
And who might be the next DeepSeek?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
DeepSeek has shown us that, these groundbreaking advancements, they can come from the most unexpected sources.
Totally.
And the speed at which they can shake up entire industries,
Yeah.
it's mind-boggling, really.
It is. It's both exhilarating and a little unsettling.
Oh, for sure.
Right. Like, the possibilities are endless,
Yeah.
but it's so hard to predict what the future holds.
Exactly.
It's like we're standing at the edge of this new frontier,
Yeah.
and we have no idea what we'll find.
It's true. And it highlights the importance of adaptability and continuous learning. The skills that are highly sought after today
Right.
might be obsolete tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We need to be prepared to constantly evolve, embrace new ideas, and challenge our own assumptions.
That makes me wonder, what if the next DeepSeek is out there right now? Just quietly working away on some,
Yeah.
groundbreaking idea that will completely change the game.
It's entirely possible,
Yeah.
and that's the beauty of it all, really.
Right,
The
yes.
future is full of potential, and we have the power to shape it,
Yeah.
with our curiosity, our creativity, and our willingness to just explore the unknown.
I love that. So what does all of this mean for you, the listener?
I mean, I would say...
Well, it means staying informed, right?
Absolutely.
Engaging in critical thinking.
Yeah.
Being open to new perspectives.
For sure.
The world of AI is evolving at warp speed, and it's up to all of us to keep pace
Right.
and make sure this powerful technology is used for good.
I completely agree. This isn't just about, keeping up with the latest trends. It's
Right.
about understanding the broader implications
Yeah.
of these technological advancements.
For sure.
AI has the potential to reshape our world in some really profound ways. And it's crucial that we're all engaged in this conversation.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
From DeepSeek's meteoric rise
Yeah.
and OpenAI's response to the potential impact on the market and, the broader implications for technological leadership.
It's been a lot.
It's clear that we're living in a time of unprecedented change,
For sure.
and the only constant is innovation.
I think DeepSeek's story is a powerful reminder
What's that?
that disruption can come from anywhere.
Yeah.
And the future belongs to those who are
Yeah.
bold enough to challenge the status quo.
I love that. So keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep learning.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe you'll be the one to discover the next big thing that changes the world.
You never know.
Well, that's it for our deep dive today.
This was fun.
Thanks for joining us.
25 to life, 2025, let's break it down. Break it down. Better write it down. Evolve, revolve, help solve it. Saturn's fifth harmonic. Peace and love will reign in a parade of happiness. With the picture of projections and margins. 25 to life, 2025, let's goddess it. Let's goddess it. He's radar with the I take those. Ha ha ha.